Lions TV. We are sponsored by HK Fire and Safety, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen right now. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2025, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to the first game back following the international break. We travel to the south coast and Pompey. As always, let's kick off the show by taking a look at the 11 that Sir Alex might pick to start the match. Okay, so as I said, the first game back after the international break. Thank the fucking Lord, or wherever you like to thank him. We are back. It feels like an absolute lifetime ago that we drew 1-1 with Preston at the Den. We travel to face Portsmouth on Saturday. Never an easy place to go, and it is sold out to Millwall fans. What would a gaffer do? Right, it's been a while. It feels like it's been a lot longer, like I said. So let's have a little recap and a refresh on who is or isn't available. Let's start with who isn't available due to him being suspended. Jake Cooper will miss the trip, picks up his 5th booking against Preston at the Den last time out, and the skipper will not take part in this game. Other than that, injury-wise, Josh Coburn's long-term. Central midfield long-termers, you've got Massimo Luongo, and there is a picture of Mass following his successful surgery on his ACL injury. Out long-term, like I said, we all wished him well, and I'm sure the club have, as well as you all on that post from the club. Another long-termer / we don't know a lot about, but I imagine it's not good news because in a previous video that he's on crutches. Will Smallbone as well. Midfield, not so long-term, thank God. Billy Mitchell is out for around 6 to 8 weeks, I believe, so we are light in that area. And also back, following a long-term injury, Danny McNamara played 90 minutes for the 21s the other day. Can't remember who they played or how they got on, but it's good to see Dan get back through the 90 minutes. So he's there or thereabouts, although I don't think the gaffer will throw him straight in because he's been out for a very long time. He's going to need quite a lot of building up, I would have thought, in the 21s and coming off the bench before he's ready to start games. We could do with him, and I'll get into that in a minute, of course, because we are light in the right back situation. Other players that are there or thereabouts is, speaking to the news at Den, Alex Neil was during the week. He's saying that Alfie Doughty, Stephen Bender and Femi Aziz are all back in training and they're all going to be there or thereabouts. He did say in that article as well from news at Den that Femi is near the top of that list, but I don't think he'll start any of them, if I'm honest. So this is the team that I think the gaffer will pick to face Pompey at Fratton Park on Saturday. Fresh off international duty, I think it will be Max Crocombe in goal, Wes Harding at right back. I think it will be Tristan Kramer and Caleb Taylor in the centre of defence. Zach Sturge left back. Then I think it will be Casper Denor wearing the armband in the centre of midfield, partnered by Derek Mazu Sacco. Then I think it will be Luke Cundle in a 10. Tierno Ballo on the left, Idemo Maku on the right, and up front as a lone striker, the Garlic and Herb Mihailo Ivanovic. Is that the team that I would pick? No, but it's not far off it. That's the team I think the gaffer will go with. What would I do? I would put Race Bangura Williams in the 10 instead of Luke Cundle. He doesn't seem to be in favour, and we've covered this for whatever reason. He's deleted his Instagram account for whatever reasons. I'm not sure. I'm sure Alex Neil's got valid reasons to not be playing him. And I just mentioned previously Danny McNamara playing in the 21s. We've seen a lot of Race Bangura Williams playing the 21s over the last 2 or 3 games that they've played. Some of you are probably shouting at the screen, what about Zach Lovelace? And he said Sturge. Zach Sturge is cemented in left back. What about Zach Lovelace? He's an AI character as far as I know. He doesn't actually exist. He's just put on there for a little bit of social media talk, a little bit of hype of where he is and what he's actually doing. I'd of course love to see him play for Millwall Football Club again since his return from Rangers, but it doesn't seem to be happening for whatever reason. And back to the Bangura Williams situation, I trust Alex Neil. I like Alex Neil. I like what he does. I like what he says. I've got complete faith in the manager. And I've not had that in any manager for quite a long time at Millwall Football Club and the way that he's driving us forward. So I'm sure he's got his reasons why Bangura Williams is out of favour. I can't tell you what they are because I don't speak to Alex Neil regularly and I can't see it from my own perspective either. So I'm not sure, but I will just say again, when he has come in, come off the bench at Charlton, actually scored 2 goals, 1 was disallowed, got us a point, kept our long record against them intact, and we played against Crystal Palace. I thought we played really well. And he did come on, didn't he, against Preston very late. I just think he's more of a presence for one than Cundle. He's quite a big bloke, Ben Williams. I don't think people realise that. I think he's better in the centre. For two, I think he's more of a playmaker than Cundle. For three, I'm not trying to assassinate Luke Cundle. I'm just giving you why I would play him instead of Cundle. And for four, we've covered this as well. He did link up very well with the big garlic last season for goals at Portsmouth away. There you go. There was one of them. He did miss a sitter himself that day. Luton away, I'm sure there's others. So I definitely put him straight back in. But like I said, Sir Alex definitely has his reasons why he isn't doing that. And that's the team I think he'll go with Cundle in and Bangor Williams on the bench. Let's move on to our opposition. As we know by now, and we've already mentioned, it's Portsmouth. Managed by John Messinio. Did they not come up the year before last? I should have researched that. I didn't. My bad. Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure they come up the year before last and they was one of the favourites to go back down, but they didn't. He kept them in the division and fairly comfortably from what I can remember off memory, but at nearly 46 years old, my memory isn't what it once was. So again, if I got that wrong in the comments, let me know. I do remember last season that Messinio credited Pompey's home form to them staying in the division. I remember they went away to, I think it was West Brom. They might have lost 6-7-1 that day. And they was, I think, 4-5-0 down at half-time. And he played what some would regard and refer to as a weakened side. I don't think the fans are happy, travelling all the way up from the South Coast, that he did that. But he said, I did it because our home games are important. It's important to win. We're strong at home. And that coupled with a strong crowd at home, I think, I wouldn't say it's an intimidating place to go, especially as a Millwall fan. There isn't any intimidating place to go. But they do make a good atmosphere. And it is a hard place to go and get points. We did it last year. Let's hope we can do it again. But before we move into predictions, let's look at their last 5 league games. They're not in the best of form. As you can see, they have not won any, only getting 1 point at the 4 games. And last time out, they lost on the road against Hull, who have crept in, by the way, and got above us in the table. We'll look at that in a minute. Before we do that, let's look at where Pompey are. Sitting 20th in the table, 2 places above the relegation. I would say, if I was a Portsmouth fan or an outsider looking in as I am, the one worry I would have there, well, there's 2 worries I would have there. One's called Sheffield United, the other one's called Norwich City. They currently sit 20th. I don't expect Norwich or Sheffield United to be where they are come the end of the season. So Pompey need to keep on doing what they did last year and try and get going again. They've fallen out of form. I'm glad they have, by the way. I'm not trying to build them up and G them up for a victory or a point against us in the list. So that's where they sit in the table. We currently sit, as I'm going to show you now, 6th in the table. Yes, we was 3rd at one point. We went 1-0 up somewhere along the line. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm getting old. But a win for us on Saturday could sit us back in the top 3 come 5 o'clock. Let's move on to a prediction. And so, this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I'm going to go for the same outcome as last season, but a different scoreline. I'm going to go for the Big Serb to put us 1-0 up and find his shooting boots finally. I'm going to go for Pompey to peg us back before half-time, and then I'm going to go for Tristan Kramer up for a set piece to get us the winner in about 75 minutes, shooting towards our fans. It'll be pandemonium. It'll be 3 points, and let's hope it fucking puts us back in the top 3. And so that is your lot for this preview show. I hope that you have enjoyed it. No fan score predictions. I think the boys have absolutely given up on those. I'm not too sure. One thing left for me to say is I will not be travelling to Portsmouth on Saturday, as I will be in Prague. I'm going to Prague for a stag do. Not my stag do. I've had a couple of them. No more for me. I'm looking forward to it. At the same time, I'm half dreading it because I'm going with a lot of people that are younger than me. And I don't think I've got the 5, 6 a.m. finishes in me anymore, which they're all talking about. It's been booked for a long, long time. It got booked in the summer before the fixtures came out. So I will not be travelling to Portsmouth on Saturday. Obviously, I won't be streaming because I'll be in Prague. I am going to try and watch the game somehow. Well, I will be able to watch it on my phone or on my MacBook. It just depends what sort of state of play I am in come 3 o'clock, British time, English time, on Saturday. However, Kenny is going, the Amaras are going, the Flying Scotsman, God bless him. It was a lot of talk of God blessing people in this video. I just realised I'm not political, I'm not religious, so if any offence was taken from anyone, from any of that, please ignore it. But getting back to the Flying Scotsman, yeah, he's coming down, the absolute legend. I don't know if he's flying or if he's driving. I think he said earlier in the group, it's like a 471-mile round trip. So fair play to the Flying, fair play to the O'Maras and Kenny. One of those boys will call you in at full time, and there'll be a mix of fan cams, which I will do my absolute best to get out Saturday evening. If not, I'm sure I'll stick them out on Sunday with a horrendous hangover. But if you are going, enjoy your day, and please bring home the 3 points. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.